Alright, let's take a look at the Google Meet video conference application for mobile phone. If you're on a mobile phone, you'll need to download the Google Meet application. Google Meet is now free for everyone as of May 2020. You simply need a Google account to use. So what is the difference between Google Meet and other video conference apps? Well, as with other Google applications, Google Meet sort of cuts to the chase. There may appear to be less features than other video conference applications, but you really don't miss those features. Also worth pointing out, Google has been around a bit longer than other video conference applications, so that is possibly something to consider when taking into account what type of application you want to be sharing you or your organization's data with. There's a full list of comparisons between Google Meet and Zoom listed at the end of this video, as well as down in the description. Also worth mentioning is that Google Meet is one of 3 distinct video conferencing applications released by Google, the other 2 being Google Hangouts and Google Duo. Of those 3, only Google Meet is designed for meetings with large numbers of participants. Google Hangouts caps the number of meeting participants at 10 for personal accounts and 25 for business accounts. Google Duo, meanwhile, is designed for one-on-one video chatting, similar to Apple FaceTime. So overall, Google Meet is the one you want for business meetings. And before you get started with any video conference application, it's also worth keeping in mind that the issue of background noise and noise cancellation is handled very differently depending on the software and device that you're using. If you plan to be doing a lot of video conferencing, you may want to consider purchasing a pair of headphones that also has a microphone attachment, as that could help minimize the background noise that could be coming from your device. So we've downloaded the application to our phone. Now let's open it up. The first screen you see is a welcome screen. Choose Continue. Immediately the app asks permission to use your phone's camera and microphone. Select OK. And then you're taken to a screen where you are asked to choose the Google account that you would like to use with Google Meet. So go ahead and do that. As we said earlier, you will need a Google account to use this app. So select the appropriate account and it takes you right into the application. Okay, let's take a look around the home screen. Top right, the speaker. Toggling that will turn the sound for the meeting on and off. In the center, the microphone icon and the camera icon. Toggle those to control your personal microphone and camera. Below that is New Meeting and Meeting Code. So if you're using Google Meet, chances are you fall into one of 2 categories. You're either looking to join a meeting that someone else has initiated, or you're looking to create a meeting with yourself as the host. Meeting code is for those looking to join a meeting created by somebody else. This is where you can enter a meeting code to join a meeting. The meeting code is what you would have received in an email invitation from someone hosting a meeting, and is typically a string of characters separated by 2 dashes. The nice thing about Google Meet is that the meeting ID code that people need to join the meeting is also part of the web address. So a typical Google Meet meeting will be hosted at meet.google.com/ and then a string of characters. That string of characters is the meeting ID code. New Meeting button is for those looking to create a meeting that they are the host of. That button works exactly like the New Document button in a text edit application. Selecting that will take you immediately into a meeting that you've created. So do not select that button until you are absolutely ready to begin a meeting. In the top left of the home screen, if we click on the 3 horizontal lines, that opens up the options window, which we will explore shortly. Let's first explore the option to enter a meeting code. Go ahead and select that. Then you will type in your meeting code that you received from the host of the meeting and click Join Meeting. And as you see, that takes you right into the active meeting window, which we will explore shortly in this video. So for now, let's choose the hang up icon in the center and head back to the home screen. Now let's explore the second option and select New Meeting. The second window we arrive at is very different. Immediately we are shown a pop-up message which gives us the web address for the meeting. Again, as we can see, the meeting code is literally part of the web address to access the meeting. If we select Share Joining Info, that will bring up a pop-up message where we can then select from our phone contacts who we would like to send the meeting code to. For now, let's select Gmail. And we can see a blank email message pops up. Very simple message is auto-created. It says to join the meeting, click this link. And then after that is a link to the meeting. And we can, of course, send that out to whomever we'd like. Okay, so now we have a sense of the difference between joining a meeting and starting a meeting. Let's now look at scheduling a meeting. To schedule a meeting on your mobile phone, you will need to download the Google Calendar app. So let's download that and open that up. If you have used Google Calendar before, you will notice that scheduling a Google Meet meeting is identical to scheduling any other type of meeting. Go ahead and tap the plus sign in the bottom right-hand corner. The application then asks you, do you want a new goal, reminder, or event? Select Event. You can then add a title, add guests from your contacts, select the date and time, but most importantly, you want to select Add Video Conferencing. When you select that, the message pops up, Video Conferencing Details Added. When you're finished changing all the details to your meeting, click Save. Now we head back to our calendar home screen and we see that the meeting has now popped up in our calendar. So let's head back over to Google Meet and see if it has popped up over there. At the bottom of the Google Meet home screen is a list of our meetings scheduled for today. At the bottom it says swipe up to see your meetings. Let's swipe up. And we can now see that the meeting we just scheduled is immediately shown in our Google Meet app. So success. Inside of the Google Meet app, if we click on the scheduled meeting, another window pops up. This is where we will go to join the meeting later at the scheduled time of that meeting. As well, this is where we can copy the meeting code, or we can click share, and we will then have the option to send this meeting info to our phone contacts. Alright, let's head back to the home screen. Okay, now that we know all of the ways to get to a meeting, let's see what the application looks like once we are inside of the meeting. Okay, looking at the Google Meeting interface, we see a few options. In the center is our avatar. In the middle center are the icons for our camera, the hang up icon to leave the meeting, and the icon for our microphone. We can toggle those icons for our camera and our microphone to turn them on and off. Top right corner is the speaker. Toggle that if you would like to turn the meeting volume on and off or adjust the volume. Next to the speaker is closed captioning. The closed captioning feature works very well in Google Meet with speech to text, so definitely worth trying that out at some point. In the 3 horizontal dots in the top right corner, selecting that opens up another window. Okay, first we see the options to turn the captions on. After that, we'll see the option for present screen. You will choose that option if you'd like to share your phone screen during the meeting. And the rest of the options are pretty self-explanatory, so let's head back to the Google Meeting interface. Okay, and then at the bottom of the main meeting screen, you can see 3 tabs. The first tab is a list of meeting participants. The second tab is where you can send a chat to all participants. And the third tab is another section where you can, again, copy the meeting information and meeting code to share with potential guests. And once you're finished with the meeting, simply click on the telephone icon in the center to hang up and leave the meeting. One important fact about Google is that the meeting links do not expire. You can use that same link to re-enter that meeting at another date and time. That is especially useful for either meetings that are recurring weekly or monthly, or for meetings with specific participants. Let's say you have a core group of people that you're often meeting with. That meeting code and link is saved so you can jump into that meeting with those people at any time. And if you're having the issue where your video conference meeting is choppy and often stalls, the first thing you want to do is open up an internet browser and try to load a simple web page to check your internet connection. You always want to make sure that the internet and Wi-Fi is working on your end before troubleshooting the video conference application. That concludes the quick start guide for Google Meet Mobile. Good luck.